Welcome to This Week in Adventist History. On March 26, 1942, Ruth Holley fell ill and entered the Washington Sanitarium for treatment. Ruth Nerland had been born in Des Moines, Iowa on September 9, 1911, to Olaf and Emma Nerland. As her father was a Seventh-day Adventist minister, Ruth and the rest of the family soon traveled from Iowa to Colorado, where Ruth attended church school in Denver. In 1920, the Nerlands moved to Tacoma, Washington, and Ruth became a student at Auburn Academy. She then attended Broadview College. While she studied there, her parents and sister moved to Chicago, Illinois. Upon Ruth's graduation from Broadview in 1931, Ruth became a school teacher, teaching first in Springfield, Illinois, and then in Jersey City, New Jersey. In 1934, Ruth became a student at Washington Missionary College, now Washington Adventist University. She graduated in 1936. You can see her here in a photograph from the college's yearbook. And then Ruth spent time working as a proofreader at the Review and Herald Publishing Association, and then as secretary to the editor of the Review and Herald. She also edited the home department section of the Review during that time. On July 30th, 1939, Ruth Nerland married Roger Holley. You can see the Holleys here in a photograph that they supplied along with biographical information to the General Conference Secretariat a month before their marriage. 20 days after their wedding, the couple sailed for Japan, where they spent their first year of mission service in language study. During that first year, Ruth also carried and gave birth in November to the couple's son, Dwayne, who sadly died on December 2nd, 1940, just 23 days old. 4 days later, the Holleys were, due to the threat of war, evacuated from Japan to Indonesia. There they gave faithful and efficient work until they were forced to leave Indonesia in January 1942. They spent 2 weeks on the island of Java before sailing from there on February 5th, 1942. They spent 6 weeks aboard that ship before arriving in New York City in mid-March, greeted by friends and family. Ruth and Roger spent less than 10 days in the States before Ruth fell ill on March 26th. Despite everything being done for her, Ruth died on April 3rd, 1942. The then General Conference Secretary, E.D. Dick, sent Roger a telegram on behalf of himself and the GC Executive Committee, the handwritten draft of which you can see here. It reads, "We learn with deep regret the death of your dear wife and wish to extend our sincere sympathy to you and other sorrowing loved ones. May the God of all comfort be your support in this hour of bereavement." Ruth's story comes from This Week in Adventist History.